What is up, guys? Welcome to On the Mic, the freshest podcast on the block with me, Lil Stan. It's Lil Stan here on the mic, and today I am joined by our very own Senior Vice President, Mr. James Farley. As we attempt to hold a reasonable degree of conversation until George tells us to stop. Hi, James. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm pretty great, thanks, James. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited to be on the first Lil Stan podcast. It's good stuff.
I'm pleased to hear that. There's just one last thing I have to mention before we start. There's only one rule here, James.
Yeah.
Lil Stan doesn't talk about politics.
No politics.
No politics,
yeah,
alright?
That's going to be difficult.
No, it's not going to be that difficult, okay? There's just no politics.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Right. James, it's a well-known fact that you look almost identical to a rat.
Yeah.
However, this show will be a chance for us to dive deeper and find out more about you.
Yeah.
Something that's already shocked me is that you apparently went to the same school as me for 7 years.
Yeah, I did.
I remember seeing you once or twice, and I distinctly remember you as the weird-looking kid that nobody liked. But
yeah, I was really short as well, wasn't I?
yeah, it's funny because you look so different now. You're an absolute beefcake these days.
I've been beefing up.
It's kind of strange to see you like that, but I don't actually remember ever interacting with you while we were at school.
Oh, no, back in the days of year 7, I'd try and interact with you, but you always thought I was way too sort of insignificant. So.
Yeah, because I remember being one of the sort of like the really cool kids and like the upper echelons of society.
Yeah, you ran around doing manhunt or whatever it was in the playground.
Yeah, well...
I'd try and say hi to you, but you just sort of ignore me. Pretend I was up in the sky.
I probably just didn't see you.
I know exactly.
You're kind of small,
yeah,
as I remember. But anyway, to start things off, we're going to talk a bit about you and what you're doing this year, James.
Yeah.
As you have no qualifications, obviously you didn't go to university, but what exactly have you got planned for this year?
Right, well, first of all, I'd like to point out that actually I do have some qualifications. I didn't fail everything. They're not great, but yeah, I didn't go to university. But yeah, this year I'm doing sort of a variety of different things. As people probably know, I have a versatile axe. So I've been cutting down a lot of trees, doing a lot of sort of hedge maintenance on the farm. I've been doing other stuff as well, setting up a business for pens. And yeah, I've got some other sort of stuff planned during the year, but...
That sounds pretty epic if you ask me. So your versatile axe,
yeah.
How versatile is it exactly?
It's a versatile boy. This thing, it can cut down whatever you want. Like massive trees, little trees, grass. Even grass.
You would use your versatile axe to cut grass?
Word has it that my mother has even used it to cut up Swedes in the kitchen.
Wow. Yeah. Now that is a versatile axe.
Knives aren't beefy enough for those bad boys, so whip out the axe, slam it down on the vegetable, good to go.
Goodness gracious, that is quite an axe.
Yep.
Wow, James Farley. So anyway, I'm going to move on now to our quick fire round. I'm just going to list a few statements about your life, and you will answer either true or false, depending on whether that statement is true or false.
Okay, what? Just true or false?
Just true or false.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Let's begin. You love to do photography in your spare time.
True.
You once spent a significant amount of time in the Amazon rainforest.
That's also true.
You currently have over 800 cows on your farm.
No, it's not so true.
Okay.
False.
You're currently training to be in the army.
Also false, but I am training to be in the Royal Marines, which is actually Navy.
Okay.
But
so you're a big man.
Sort of, yeah.
Would you consider yourself a big man?
Well, not at the moment, because I think I sort of need to prove myself, get in there first. But once I'm in there, yeah, big man, 10 out of 10.
Right. Okay. Excellent. That's really good.
Not as big as you though, of course. I mean, that's not really possible.
No, I'm pretty huge.
Yeah. I can see that, yeah.
Fuck you. You were one of only 3 people in your geology class because no one liked geology.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah, true.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I liked it, but...
Yeah, so there were 3 people...
Well, I started off with 3 in my year, but they all just sort of dropped out, leaving me.
Right. So I remember being in that geology class, but I dropped out. I loved geology, but I dropped out because I didn't like you. So,
Well, yeah...
Oh, I'm just going to move on. When you were 11, you could fit your entire fist into your overbite.
Okay.
Is it true or is it false?
That's exaggerating a little bit. I mean, my entire fist, I'd have to have a pretty small fist.
You were quite small, weren't you?
I have to say,
you weren't a big boy, were you?
I think my overbite stayed pretty similar, actually. I've just sort of grown up around my own bike.
Can you show us?
Yeah, I can.
No, show us your...
Well, I can fit my thumb in it. Do you want me to show you that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's my thumb sideways.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you can't do that. Go on, give it a go. Oh.
I bet I couldn't do it as well. Wow. Okay. 6 years ago, legendary RuneScape YouTuber Sohan RS weighed more than 3 times as much as you.
Well, actually, I remember I think it was it might have been year 8, but I think it was year 7 physics. He, Mr. Lovell, absolute joyous teacher, got these scales out, and he wanted everyone to weigh themselves. I can't remember what we're doing, some sort of...
I remember doing that.
Some sort of experiment. And he happened to be in my class, and he was the only one who refused to get on these scales. But after like half an hour of everyone nagging him and sort of taking the piss out of him, we finally got him to get onto these scales. And in year 7... bearing in mind, this is a 12-year-old. He was at 85 kilos.
That's more than me now.
I reckon he was double my weight. Yeah.
I'm not like a particularly thin young man.
Yeah, well, I'm only 70
I
now,
weigh
and I'm
75
19,
kilograms.
So...
Yeah. Wow. So he was thick.
He was a thick boy.
Wow. Okay. And finally, this is the final one. From birth up until the age of 5, you were in fact raised as a farm animal.
A farm animal?
Yeah.
Up to the age of 5?
Yeah.
Where did you get this information
Is it
from?
true or false?
Well, no, it's false.
No, well, I'm sorry, that one was actually true. You were raised as a female cow, which explains your strange ability to produce milk. I'm sorry, James, you nearly had a perfect score.
What? Hang on, what? I'm a female cow?
That's what it says here.
So what am I now?
I don't know.
Am I like a transgender, trans animal
James,
thing?
it says here you were a female cow up until the age of 5. Or that's how you were brought up.
Where were
I don't know how things work on Morse's farm.
Where was the source from? Where did you get this information?
It's written down in front of me. It's obviously true.
It must be then. Yep, that's it. Been busted. That's it. I was a female cow.
So can you produce milk?
I sort of lost that ability when I sort of transformed into a rat human.
That's really unfortunate. And you look fuck ugly now as well. That's really sad.
Yeah, I looked beautiful when I was a cow.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I was massive as well.
Really?
Like losing the weight, it was difficult.
Wow. And now you're...
Now I'm, pretty much the size of a cow anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're pretty big now, but you really thinned down, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm impressed, James.
Yeah, what was my score?
Well, you only got the last one wrong, so...
Oh, really?
You did like a, 6 out of 7?
6 out of 7? Why 7? Why are there 7?
Let me count them, hang on. No, 7 out of 8, there was 8 of them.
Oh, okay, that's more like it. It's a shame I didn't get 8 out of 8.
It's a real shame. You don't know that much about yourself, do you?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to move on, James.
Okay.
I want to talk more about your photography, which is one of your passions.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to all the little stansters out there looking to take some sweet-ass picos?
Okay, well, photography isn't actually that difficult. Starting out, you're probably best just thinking of, not worrying about anything that your camera, any sort of settings on your camera, just whipping it into auto. And you're probably best sort of thinking about composition, thinking about where you want to put your subject in the picture and working on that before working on any sort of settings. But also I learnt a load. I haven't ever been taught anything. I learnt a load off sort of YouTube and the internet, just researching things. But it does take quite a while to get decent at photography. But it's not impossible. It's something that can easily be done.
So I know you take fantastic pictures. Would you say that you'd cite the internet, sort of like just looking about, sort of doing your own research? Is that the best way to learn how?
Yeah, well, I mean, there are all sorts of videos on YouTube, plenty of different people. But you don't even need the best sort of gear to take good photos. I mean, some of the photos I've taken have been literally on an iPod that I bought in 2012, and that camera's awful. So you don't need the best camera. It's just sort of composition and working with sort of thirds is the main rule in photography. If you have your subject on a third, either whether it's sort of bottom third, top third, side third, just any sort of third, or even right in the middle.
Oh, I see,
but as long as you're working on your composition, then you should be able to get a good picture of most things.
Well, brilliant. That sounds pretty fantastic.
I'm sure you could do it, Stan.
I probably could, I'm not much of a photographer myself, but that that could be something that I could work on as a hobby, maybe.
Yeah.
Would you consider photography as a hobby, or would you say it's something you're looking to sort of branch out into as maybe like a serious profession?
Well, at the moment, it's definitely a hobby, but if an opportunity comes where I can do it professionally, then yeah, I'd happily do it. Well, I'm doing it for you, aren't I? So if you take off, which I'm sure you will, with this stonking podcast you've got going.
Exactly.
So yeah, that might be an avenue, but at the moment it's just a hobby.
You've also got a fantastic Instagram account with plenty of wonderful pictures on there, haven't you, James? Yeah.
Yeah, I might set up a website and sell prints, but
oh really?
I think I'll wait a bit till I become more top whack.
Yeah. Okay. You just want to are you honing your skills currently?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I also want to sort of talk about the news a bit. So one of the main topics in the news is Brexit.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on the European Union, and why are you so racist?
Well, hang on. This is a politics question, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right. No politics. We can't talk about politics.
So why
no. I said no politics.
What?
I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Something I do need to address. As we all know, you are the senior vice president of the Little Stand Media Corporation.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of controversy regarding the decisions made by the Board of Governors to remove you from the public eye within the brand.
Well, I haven't heard of any of this information myself. I mean, this must be one of your reliable sources you got it from, yeah?
Well, I mean, you were involved in sort of like the start-up of Little Stand, and sort of you were in the early stages. You were sort of key in helping the brand move forward. But you've been given no credit, which is what we're saying.
Well, I have been given a little credit.
Why do you think we removed you from the public eye? And what do you think your initial contribution to the company was?
Right, well,
we'd like to know.
I mean, I may not be the most appealing human or sort of rat, cow thing, whatever I am, to sort of be the face of the Little Stand brand. So, I mean, the brand as well is focused around you, isn't it? Little Stand. So, it doesn't need to have me in the public eye. So I'm not too worried about that. But at the start, I mean, you wouldn't have been able to market anything. I've done all the photos for you, done your album covers. Although George has edited them, I do admit. But I hope to do more in the future. I'd love to write a song. Actually,
you'd like to be more involved.
I'd love to write a song.
Okay, well, Mr. James Farley,
I'm sure I can write.
Sure, we could arrange something like that.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Going on from here, what do you think your future is within this company?
Well, as I said, I mean, I'd love to write a song. That'd be fantastic. But also, I want to sort of transform the photography of the company, market it as well.
Okay.
I'd love to get into marketing.
And how would you feel if I told you that you're fired?
Well, I'd be a bit sad, really. But you're not going to fire me, are you? You can't possibly fire me. What would you do? What would you do without me?
I don't know. We'd probably just get someone else to take the pictures.
Right. Okay.
Wouldn't be that hard.
Do you want to sort of have a drink or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Could you pour me one as well, please?
What? You want me to pour them?
Yeah, I do.
What have we got?
I can't reach.
What have we got?
It's Stan Cola.
Right,
Coming to a supermarket near you soon.
I'll just pour mine first,
Okay.
Gosh. Look at that. Is this a proper sort of drink you've manufactured here?
Yeah, I made it myself. I actually brewed that at my home. It's a delicious beverage.
Is it based off anything, or is it is it an original?
It's Coca-Cola.
It's Coca-Cola,
but it's branded Little Stand.
Does it taste any different?
There
we go.
No, because I thought regular Coke tasted so good that we'd just make it the exact same, but we'd make it Little Stand, and then it would be better. You know what I mean?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, excellent.
You know what? That is different. That's better. That is better.
I know.
That.
The sticker makes it better, doesn't it?
That needs to be in the shops.
It will be. Maybe one day.
You're going to take over the world. With that drink, you'll take over the world.
We're going to break Coca-Cola, replace them with Stan Cola.
I love it.
I'm glad you like it, James. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. Join us next time when I catch up with another lad or ladderino. If you want to appear on the show, send in your applications to littlestand2000@gmail.com or message us over at littlestanofficial on Instagram. Ya yeet, bitches! Keep going.
Okay, cool. Well, hang on, can I...
No.